close engagement between a person and their mind. Pain, guilt, objectification of the body, voyeurism, addiction. All have negative connotations, but each develop elegantly complex patterns. Anyway, I was with friends and we were having some drinks. I was sitting and I came to the conclusion that we all cast our mark on the world in different ways. One of my friends had a BB gun. It's a type of small air gun that has little metal bullets that can shoot straight through an orange. The thing I find fascinating is that sensitivity is when an organ or an organism has the ability to respond to external stimuli. The one I feed. The physical evolution of destruction and why it feels so good. So he was waving this gun around, and I said, shoot me in the head. So he stood over me, and he pointed the gun down on top of my head, and shot. And I used to think that there was someone or something was not a part of me. It would give me advice from the air above my head. Turns out that that voice is in fact in my mind. And this voice is misleading, but exciting. It encourages me, but if I don't do what it says, it takes me into that thick, black liquid. It's a friend, tells me not to let go, to keep feeding it. When he shot me, everybody laughed. Apart from one guy that then said, that didn't bounce off. So the bullet was still in my head, and the guy who shot me came to take a look inside my mind. Is it really bad enough? Someone next to me said, the physical world is far more dazzling than this. He took his penknife, and with the sharp end he went into my head and scooped out the bullet that then bounced along the floor. was aware in that moment, but the sign of being aware is that you can see how complicated it will be to get out. And though I only trust black or white, I remember thinking in that moment that colour is unstable and incalculable, which is rich and comforting. The physical world is far more dazzling than this. My convincing presence must reflect. Otherwise, I will disappear completely. I want to feel the peak of reality. And that point where you fall into death. Can I touch this part? Is this the part where I can feel the most present? If I'm just slightly beyond the edge. It's like walking into the corner of a maze that nobody thought to go into. The stone is cold. No light can access it. Shaded and guarded from the cold drafts, the glow clouds, squalls. It takes me higher than the everyday life, knowing I can bring that corner alive. I don't know how to feel anymore. I don't feel like I have time. So from 5:30 until 8:30 in the morning, I try to just feel something. It's a great time. It's really cozy. Depends on the weather, but for me, it's the best time to just feel something. A nice mix. Now, being shot in the head is not about escaping. It's about skipping a few stages and leaping into the top sensation where you really feel alive. Now, this dazzling life might look at me like I've thrown myself into a washing machine on the wrong setting. Now in the wrong fitting, you can try to pull me around, stretch me, but I will never be who I was. And anyway, the person I used to be got me into that washing machine in the first place. Sounds remind me of my own presence in a living world, rather than just an empty void. And the radio too brings signs of aliveness. And I always try to look at something when I hear sound. No one listens on the phone with their eyes closed. It triggers startling sensations, altering your perception of shape and colour. was fed up of their grey door and their grey gate, so I painted them both blue. And the sound of grey turning blue just exploded language, and the ground became fertile again. Sensitivity to visuals and sound both depend on each other, and both keep me in the present away from feeding that other voice. The day before the neighbours came back, I had to paint their gate and door back to grey because the blue I'd used was the same blue I'd used for my own gate and door. I am bloody afraid. It helps to at least try to control something. Yet there's this easy seduction towards the edge that starts in the falling. I need to do this. Internal safety versus internally letting go of inner support. Still all the same things that went into destruction are now undergoing transformation and acceptance. The same way of being with the same material. Did you know that you're actually breathing in when you're breathing out? That people think you're getting oxygen when you inhale, but you actually get it when you exhale.